I was not planning to review this multi-tool today at all. I was actually looking on Walmart's website. I was looking for a Nerf gun of all things. My kids are really interested in Nerf guns at the moment. Dad has to keep up, so I went ahead and bought a Nerf gun for $11. The X-Shot, pretty nice. I think it's the Fury. Seems like a really good deal, and it perhaps will arrive today. But while I was looking there, I saw this tool, which looks really, really neat. I'm sort of excited about it. This is a version of, perhaps an updated version of the Leatherman Signal clone to some extent. A lot of these have hammer ends on it, but this one is a totally different take, and this is wild. We'll get into that a little bit. Some of the outside features are a little crazy as well. The main frame is metal. It's got a fairly standard metal clip right here that I've seen on some of the Felissa, maybe it was, or some of the other tools. Overall, it comes in, let's see, this handle comes in right about 4 inches, a tiny bit over. This handle comes in about 4.5 inches. But without that clip, it comes in right around 3.5 inches long. And that's what's got me excited for future modding possibilities. If you're a member, you will probably see a modding video where I take 2 of these and combine them together because, yeah, this looks pretty awesome. I'll probably switch out the pliers, but I love these for the modding capabilities. Now, what we have right here is essentially an advanced fishing multi-tool. A lot of times when you look at fishing multi-tools, they're not done very well. They're done very cheaply and not good at all. This one is probably one of the better ones I have seen lately that is really fishing designed, yeah, around the fishing. Right here, you'll notice you have almost like serrated teeth right there for the cutters. That's sort of cool. On the one side, not the other. Serrated on one side, just the straight edge. On the other, there's the crimper, the crimping slots, the split ring pliers, weight crimpers, and the fishing line cutter is what that is right there. Pretty neat. All right. Now you'll notice what they've done is they've taken pretty much, it looks like a standard frame, and then they have added a bunch of huge spacers because they didn't feel like the pliers need to be as thick. You do have pretty much the same design as most of the others. I'm not sure why we have this really shiny piece of metal here at the bottom. It's a little different. I guess that's your spring. So you have spring-loaded pliers. I think that's actually what that is right there. Interesting. All right. This is, I've looked online, but again, this is my first look at this tool. So we're looking at this together. I actually just picked this up from Walmart, sat in the parking lot. They delivered it to my window. These tools are locking so far. That's a different blade shape. We don't usually see a knife blade like that. Fairly long. Let's go ahead and measure this knife blade. Let's see, the actual blade itself is about exactly 3 inches long right there. Now, moment of truth. Wow. Okay, so these are nice. Those are nice. Well, they were nice. There we go. Yeah. So these cut a lot better than some of the other ones I've run into recently. Yeah, sometimes I run into a bad batch of scissors, so much better than the Gerber arm bar or the Gerber stakeout drive. Yeah, way better right there. And this is, what, a third of the price? This right here comes at around $25, I think, somewhere around there. Now on the other side, this really fascinated me. This is the hook sharpener, I believe. And then on the end, it says the hook eye cleaner, or no, that's another tool. Yeah, it actually is. Hook eye cleaner right here. Pretty neat. Now there's nothing on the other side but the hook eye cleaner on this side and then the file on that side. Talked about the scissors. The last outside tool is of course the Discaler, and then I guess the hook remover right there, I think is what they call that, the Discaler, the ruler. So these will be the 4 outside tools. And what's a little bit unusual is these do have inside tools as well. That's pretty neat. They're a little harder to get to, but if you grab this one, yeah, then you can get the inside tools. They're actually, again, I'm fairly impressed. Now, the inside tools are not locking, but I don't think that's a deal breaker. Can opener. On this side, bottle opener, smaller screwdriver, larger screwdriver, and the awl. No Phillips screwdriver. I don't know. Oh, because we have this right here. So that makes sense. Yeah. I did forget that for a little bit, that we have a bit driver on this side. That I have never seen that before. It is a little thin. Not sure how I feel about that. But if you're just trying to adjust your fishing reel, yeah, it should be fine right there. It's pretty neat. It does have a magnet so that it doesn't fall out. I feel like, I guess it would fall out without that magnet. I was thinking it was a little tight, the tension on there anyway, but that magnet really does keep it in. The Phillips, then the other side, the flat screwdriver. Pretty nice. I really like this setup. Pocket clip. Then these right here are actually little, almost like 3D printed trays. I don't think they're 3D printed. Well, they might be actually, but they're plastic trays, and or not. This one is, not this side, but this right here has the Realtree logo, and it just forms as a place, as a stop for this right here. I'm not sure. I guess they just wanted to make the same frame right there. They didn't want to make one piece of metal rolled over because this right here could have fit in there, but they decided to go ahead and put that there. So yeah, pretty neat. Overall, I am very impressed. Again, I have reviewed countless of these fishing multi-tools that were so much worse, and I was afraid this one would be one of those, but I would say it's mid-range, but for around $25 for what you're getting, yeah, pretty impressed. Now, they do try to say that these are titanium coated. I guess that's because it's anti-rust, because you're using it in water. I assume that's what it is. Durable steel handle, 16-1 fishing multi-tool, titanium coated stainless steel, and then it goes through the pliers, weight crimper, fishing line cutter, roller two-headed screwdriver, the clip, file, hook sharpener, can opener, screwdriver, hook eye cleaner, bottle opener, scissors, knife, Discaler, roller. I think we've covered most everything, but I really like this tool. Now, the most thing I'm excited about, again, is because I love making these small tools that are easy to carry in your pocket, and I think this might be perfect to put a Gerber armbar driver on here. Yeah, that would be really cool. So I'll probably be modding this in the future. I'll probably get another 2 of these to experiment with, but pretty neat little tool if you want to go fishing. I think this is one of the better ones I've actually seen.